Well, welcome back, YouTube. Thank you for watching the first of the Spannering videos where I tackled the suspension and we won, yes. But continuing from there, in there, you saw me do half the job of tackling the air filter. And because I didn't read the instructions, because who does? I didn't realise I needed some oil for that particular thing. The pick it up was still a bit gooey, it's drier, but this one, it makes it all yellow. Look at that. So it's been on there, it's been on overnight, it's dried overnight. So that'll be put back in soon. And I've done quite liberally, as it said, but there's still quite a hell of a lot in there. So I think there's about 2 or 3 more filter changes. And this is an eco one, apparently, that I'm not sponsored, just what I bought. And it's washable. So when I can wash that out, the air filter. This will come out, and it's safe. It's perfectly safe, eco-friendly, and you can go down the sink, apparently. Respray and put it back in. So, you know, every, I don't know what it is, 6,000 miles or so, every service or more or whatever. But yeah, there you go. So that's handy. So that was good. So here's the outer box. So if you remember, we unscrewed it, we took the thumb, I'll put a little video in, but we took the thumb screws off with the spanner, and this was cleaned. It still is clean. So essentially I was going to put this in the only way it goes in, which is, looks like the letters face inwards. So I'll quickly do that. It's still a bit tacky and a bit gooey. So that's that, that's in there now. Okay, and it's still quite oily. Should we put some gloves on? But and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on, screw that back on, put the thumb screws back in and everything, and I'm going to put the rear light assembly back on and show you a little bit thing that's concerned me a little bit, which is some surface rust. So I'm going to go to give the suspension a run and this a go, a little brief break in. I'm going to go back to Halfords. I'm going to get some gear oil, ATW90, and some rust eater, fixer, something, you know, it's surface rust. And it'll be nice to get rid of that. So on my way to do this, I'm going to show you the rust, then we'll do this, then we will put the light back on, and then we'll go away for 10 minutes or so, give that a run. And see, I'm not going to put the trim back on. I'll just run it trimless. And see you in a mo. So there's the rust I found. It seems to be under there as well. Just in this little corner. Seems solid though, and a little bit here as well. All right, okay. Got to be a little bit. Actually, while we're here, let's give that a bit of a clean. Cool. Okay, that's that done. There's a bit of resistance, and then when it stops like that, just a little bit more and that's it. It's better. Yeah, it popped out this end, so do one end, do the other end, and that should now be easier, he says. Let's see. That's better. Yeah, so it sort of popped out a little bit. So there's a little tip for you. Again, going to have to go over tight. So far with your fingers, and then assistance is needed. Assistance, there you go. We're on. Well, that wasn't too much of a drama, was it? So we now got the air filter on and the suspension done, finally. So what I'm going to do is, as I said earlier, nip up to Halfords, get some rust remover to do that bit of surface rust or prep it for painting. No, I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to tease you with that one. And we're going to get the gear oil, because we'll do the gearbox oil along with the oil, engine oil, and the coolant, which I've now got all the bits and pieces. Also got the tools, the belt and rollers, they've arrived. So we're steaming ahead now with this Spannering the Vespa series. So I wish I could do a lung replacement. So good for that, but hey ho. So without further ado, because I'm boring it to death, let's go to Halfords, let's come back and we'll have a chat about how it feels with the suspension hardened and the new air filter. See you in a mo. I do think the front needs stiffening, definitely. That was successful. Doing the rear suspension to its max for a chubby like myself is perfect. Much more planted, going around corners, much more stable, so bouncing around, it's solid. The front I'm going to increase a bit because that was a little bit, could feel it, so that's another job. The air filter, I don't really know how to test an air filter. It felt good. It felt like it wasn't choked or anything, it just went when I wanted it to. Got the gear oil, got the rust thing sitting behind here, so I'll clear that, coat that, and then we'll get on with painting, but that's for later. So great stuff to come in the next Spannering videos. So thanks for watching, please subscribe, it does really help. Let me know what you think, any tips you can give me with all these little jobs we're doing, because it's sharing, you know, so I'm sharing this and you can share your tips, and hopefully someone who has the problem that I've got and you've had and we both figured it out, we can help them figure it out. Anyway, enough waffle. See you again very soon, and thanks for watching.